and welcome to Crystal Goddess Intuitive. Thank you for tuning in for another pick a card reading. And this is going to be a general reading for the week of September through the 7th. So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks. Bye. Welcome, guys, to Crystal Goddess Intuitive. My name is Nerine. Thank you for joining me for another Pick a Card Tarot reading today. We are going to do a general reading for the week of September, excuse me, 1st through the 7th. And the timestamps for each row or each deck will be in the comments and or descriptions. I appreciate you guys for watching. Hang on one second and I will show you your deck so you can meditate and choose. Thanks. Hi guys, here are your decks. We have Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. So take a second, meditate on each one, and I will see you in your group. Welcome, Group 1. If you chose Group 1 and you were attracted to this tumbled amethyst stone, the amethyst is a receptive stone ruled by the planet of Jupiter and Neptune and the element of water. Everyone knows that this stone is carried to enhance psychic abilities as well as to give off the energy of courage and peace. This is also a very good healing stone. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay. Ooh, Group 1 have some decisions that need to be made. That's what I'm getting from just looking at this so far. There's some decisions here that have been weighing heavy on you. And I feel like it has a lot to do with family. And I'm hearing movement. I'm hearing movement, if that makes sense to you guys. Okay, Group 1. So the first card that I have for you guys, Group 1, is the Four of Michael right there. Let's see. Can we focus? Come on, camera. Are you gonna focus? No, not today. Not right now. And fours always represent stability. So it says insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So, okay, the first thing I got was I heard, I don't have time to take time off. So look, this not necessarily a time for you to take a vacation, but it's definitely time for some me time. And when I say that, I mean like meditation, closing the door, putting yourself in a quiet room, taking a bath, like anywhere where it's just you and your thoughts for more than 20 minutes. More than 20 minutes. So yeah. And I feel like whatever this decision is that you guys have to make, I feel like the answer is really in the meditation here. The next card I have is the Two of Ariel. And twos are, oh, I'm gonna have to fix this thing. Or maybe I just need to scrub it. Whatever. Let's see here. That's better. Okay, is that a little bit better? That's a little bit better. There we go. So twos are always duality. Again, and that comes with like a lot of times making a decision, sometimes higher self and lower self. But for you guys, this is about a decision. And it says it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So I want you guys to take notice to the person in the card and how he's balancing on one hand. And if you can notice, this is the yin yang that he's balancing here. So it's like multiple balancing acts happening here. And for you guys, I definitely feel like this is a work home balance issue. This is because I feel like you guys are building right now. So, like, either like you're working on a special project for work, you have to work more time. But for some reason, I feel like work is pulling you away from home more often in recent times. And I feel like that has been a struggle with you. Even like whether you have a family at home or not, it's just been a struggle because you haven't been able to have that meditative time or that time to yourself that you need to have. And the next card I have is the Strength card. That number 11 there. Number 11 is a very spiritual number in numerology. And it says, strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. This is completely about you. You need to, I feel like there's a burden on like missed opportunities with family. Maybe there was a family trip you missed out on, or hanging out with your girlfriends and you missed out on that, or just doing something pleasurable and you missed out on it. And I feel like you're just like not happy with yourself about it. Like there's some regret there. Like I should have done that instead of working. Like there's some regret about the decisions that you made. And I felt you need to have a little bit more confidence in the decisions that you made at the time that you made them, because it was for very good reason. Trust when I say that the opportunities that you miss, you will have ample time to make them up later. The next card I have for you guys, group 1, is the 9 of Gabriel. And the 9 is all about fruition. And so again, this going back to what I said about like not being so hard on yourself about those missed fun opportunities, because it's going to come back in abundance. It says stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. So you just need to stay on the path that you are. Again, I feel this is professional related, work related, business related. So whether you work for a company, you work for yourself, whatever the situation is that you've been, and I feel like this has been like a 2 to 3 month project for you. Some of you guys, it may have been like a 6 to 7 month project, but for most of you, it would be like a 2 to 3 month project. Because I really feel like your head has been down in the books or in work, and you kind of like haven't come up to breathe and actually feel the energy around you, being in nature, being upon people, and enjoying and loving those around you. I feel like you had your head down and worked for so long that you've missed that. Again, going back to the missed opportunities. So the next card I have for you guys is the family card from my oracle deck, and it is in reverse. And this goes back to the balancing, spending time with family and work, because the next card I have is the Judgment card right side up. And if you notice the two people here, and then there's a magnifying glass, like you, and this is spirit. This is spirit confirming what I said earlier about don't feel bad about this. You made the right decision at the right time. This is spirit confirming that you choosing to keep your head down and work for those moments and times that you were working, and especially these summer months, because I feel like that's where the regret is coming from. Oh, the summer's almost over. I barely done anything because I've been working so hard. Blah 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 blah. And this spirit is Spirit is confirming you've done the right thing. So there's no need to worry about if, ands, or buts. There's no need to beat yourself up about not doing something special for the summertime. Okay, and so um the next card I have for you guys is the Six of Wands in reverse. And so the Six of Wands is all about progress, and having confidence. And again, and it's in reverse because I feel like you're lacking the confidence in where you're going. Like, you've been working so hard, but I get the sense that you don't see where this is going. Like, if it's a project for work, like, yeah, you want to do good on the project, but you're like, what is the bigger? You don't see the bigger picture. That's what you don't see the bigger picture. You just see getting this particular project done, and you're not seeing the bigger picture, because there is a bigger picture. That's why. And that's why this, for you guys, that's why this retrograde was so important for you guys, to get your head down into the work, because it's going to pay off later. And that's Spirit is saying, you're worried about the things that you missed because you aren't seeing the bigger picture, because the scope is so much bigger than you think. It's bigger than just getting the project done. It's bigger than just working the overtime, because you're actually laying the foundation for the next phase of your life, or the next cycle of your life, the next year cycle of your life. You're laying the foundation for the next year cycle. And if you guys know anything about numerology, we're all on a 9-year cycle. So when a year change, a new cycle begins, or a new year in that 9-year cycle begins. And so whatever year you're in your particular cycle, January is going to start a new part of that cycle. And they're saying you're not seeing a bigger picture, because there's something more to this. You're just laying the foundation for what's next. And this is like, I feel like this is greater than you. And the next card I have is the Three of Pentacles. This is about communication, teamwork, collaboration. And I feel like teamwork has been really good for you, especially at work. And I feel like a lot of you have had a special project, even those of you who work for yourself. And I feel like there may be some other light workers that are watching that may watch this, and I feel like you've been doing some work in growing your business, or doing more readings, or being more spiritual. I'm sorry. And I feel like everyone has had at least one or two people that has come around or come about, that's been able to either motivate you and give you new ideas and push you forward, or just that all around help you. But you haven't been doing this alone. And they're saying it's not a consistent team like you would think, like, this is my team. They're saying that for the past few months, the universe has brought people in and out of this project to help progress you along. And each person they brought in and out of this project was just to give you new ideas and freshen it up a little bit, so it could be where you need it to be. And the last card I have for you, Group 5, is the Five of Swords here. And for you guys, I feel like this is about being careful with your power. 5 means adversity. And I feel like this goes back to maybe this team thing right here. Not the family you feel bad. This is connected to this team of people, because I feel like you haven't been appreciative for all of these ideas and nuances, because they've been so minute that you just took it and ran with it without showing appreciation. Because they're saying, like, these people weren't like your team, like they didn't officially work for you. These just been people that came along and dropped hints You know what I'm saying? It could have been like a coworker, and you just happen to be talking about whatever it is you're working on, and they just gave you a couple suggestions, and I feel like maybe one suggestion didn't work, or the other, and the second one did, and it's like you didn't go back and thank those people. You're picking up their swords, but you're not saying thank you. And so the universe, the spirit is saying, remember when these soulmates come and drop these jewels, remember to be grateful and remember to reach back and say thank you. And if you can't reach back and say thank you, reach forward and give it to somebody else. It's just that simple, because it's all about energy. And for you guys, for this week, there's two things that they want you to focus on. One is not beating yourself up for choosing work over personal situations. And the second thing is to make sure you show gratitude to those people who have come along and helped you on this particular journey. Because like I said, this is definitely career and work wise with you guys. So I really hope that helped you guys, group one, for the week of September 1st. If this reading resonated with you, please hit the like button, comment below, and let me know. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can get notifications for when I post new videos like this one. If you would like to book a personal private reading with me, there's the website right there, and there's also a link in the description box, as well as links to my other social media, so we can link up and congregate there. I thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye. Welcome, group two. Thanks for joining me for this weekly pick a card reading. If you chose group two, then you chose the citrine. Citrine is literally one of my favorite stones. It is a protective stone ruled by the sun and has the energy of the element fire. It is carried for protection, removal of fear, and this also can help enhance psychic visions. So that is the citrine. So let's get into what Spirit has for you guys this week, group two. I haven't even spread all the cards off, but I get this love feeling. I feel like this is about love and some sort of a relationship with. Oh yeah, definitely. No, definitely. All right. First card I have is the 10 of Gabriel, and 10 always have the meaning of completion of a situation. And it says, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten the load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. And this is about you pleasing others, my twos, and everyone watching group two. I feel like you are a group of givers, and you don't expect much in return until you notice that you're not getting anything in return. And I feel like this is about family and also possibly romantic relationships, because I just feel this need to feel appreciated is what I'm hearing. There's a need to feel appreciated from you guys. It's like, I've done this. And even though you don't bring it up, like you're not one of those people who I do this and that for you. You don't throw it back in their face, but you expect some sort of thank you, some sort of appreciation, or if they're in a better spot, that they just would randomly come and help you out. It's like you just expect people to do what you do. And I feel that that's lacking. The people in your circle, mostly family, and if you're in a relationship, your partner, I feel like that's lacking right now. We have another 10 for you guys, the 10 of Michael. This one has like the energy of the air signs. Um, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And it says a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So for you guys who, because I feel like there are two groups of people watching this. There is the group that ended this relationship where they weren't feeling appreciated, and there are those of you who are teetering. You're like, I don't know how much longer I can deal with this. Like you're right there on that line of like, should I stay or should I go? And for those of you who are wondering about that, this card is saying that if the situation isn't serving you, then you are literally wasting time and energy. If the person that you are, the person that this is about, because I feel like this, for some of you, this may be familial, but this definitely relationship, and I'm getting a strong like male energy. So for some of you it may be your partner, for some of you it could be a brother or a dad, but whatever that's it, like that relationship is coming, is coming to a close, and it's like it's literally waiting for you to make that final decision, because I feel like the relationship is already done. You guys, like, you don't, the trust isn't there. I feel like you're still around for the fact that they are who they are, and the fact that they've been in your life. I'm sorry to make this stank face. That they've been in your life for as long as they've been in your life. For you, I feel that the situation is more about loyalty than anything else. You're not getting what you want, but you are there out of loyalty. The next card I have is the Page of Ariel card. And this is like, the page always represents messages. And I feel like for you guys, particularly in this group, this is like from your spirit guides. This particular card is from your spirit guides. And it says, an excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So this is, once this chapter, this relationship, this situation from these people or this person that does not appreciate you, once you decide to complete the chapter, the universe is literally waiting to open another chapter for you. And for some of you it's not you, it's the other person. The other person won't let go. It's like you don't answer the calls, you hardly ever around, but the other person won't let go. Because they won't let go, it's like triggering whenever they call. So yeah, but for the universe is taking care of that. The universe is totally taking care of that, because just like I told everyone in group 1, we are all on a 9-year cycle, right? So every year starts a new point in that. Every year starts a new point in that cycle, depending on whatever year you are. So January starts anew for everyone, and so that's why this part of the year, fall, always moves the way it moves, because the universe is completing all the things that we've started in the beginning of the year. All of the intentions that we set, all of those things that we started off with, the universe is pushing those things to a completion now. And I feel like this relationship, especially for my people where this is a familial, like a brother or a father, especially for you guys, I feel like this has been contemplated. Like, this has been a back and forth thing. Like, one minute you're like, all right, you're not my life. The next minute you're like, all right, I forgive you, you're in my life. And it's just like this back and forth thing. But this is saying that is all going to come to a completion. The universe is handling that for you. That those situations are going to come to a full circle and come to a completion. So it's like, I feel like you don't have to worry about them appreciating you anymore. The next card I have is the Knight of Ariel, and we get the Page of Completion, and then we get the Knight of Motion. So once this is over, once this is, again, like I said, once this is over, we start moving. We start moving in a whole nother direction. They say new direction, new direction, new direction. And it says there is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. That's why they just showed me writing a list. Make a very detailed plan being watched over by someone kind. So all my group twos, you definitely have an angel or two watching over you, whether it's a guardian angel, the angel of a past ancestor. You group two, because this message is totally coming from the spirit that's watching you. They have collectively come together and to send out this message, because this relationship that is ending is a milestone. So if it's a romantic relationship that's coming to an end, this was a milestone relationship, which means you learned more from that relationship than any other relationship. Same thing if it's a sibling or a parent or whatever. The same thing, and again, I'm strong male. This is like whoever this male person is. So the next card I have for you guys is the despair card, and it says natural spirits. There's a loss here, and it's the relationship. It's the loss of this particular relationship, and you're going to need to connect to spirit to help you move on, to help you move through the motions of this process, because souls travel in nature. This is what they're saying. So the healing that you will need from this relationship ending will be in nature, because the positivity, the angels, the guides that are coming to send you this message to let you know that this relationship is ending and that you can move forward now, they're going to be there around you in nature. So nature will help. Nature will help you heal this. The next card we have is the deprivation card and the prosperity guides. And so they want me to pay. They want me to like the hands coming down. So like this is God's source blessing you with whatever abundance you need, because this person here has you see the darkness. It's this feeling of lack around this person. It's this feeling of lack, and the spirit is blessing. Spirit is blessing, because it's like they're saying that you have enough to deal with dealing with the loss of this relationship, that you don't need to deal with money issues. So spirit is definitely going to take care of all financial issues, so that's not any of your concern. You're going to see blessings come. I feel like monies that have been owed to you that you may have possibly forgot about, or people owe you money and you haven't collected, I feel like those people are just going to call you randomly and pay their debts back to you. Like money is just going to flow in it, and it won't be from a traditional place, they're saying. It won't be from a traditional place. So money is going to flow in to take care of the financial. So while you're dealing with this emotional healing of the loss of this relationship, that you'll be taken care of. So the next card I have is the Lovers in reverse here. And this is about this relationship that's ending. And again, like I said, this doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It's a male. It's definitely a male. But if it could be a sibling or a parent for for the majority of you, it will be actually a romantic partner that the relationship is ending. But they want me to say that this union was very blessed. There were many lessons learned by both parties here, and that this person was a soulmate. Like this person, because with like I get the feeling of peace now. Like now that this situation is over, even though there's pain, there's peace. Because I feel like, especially for those of you that this is about a romantic relationship, there's been a lot of turmoil that led up to this. And for those of you who that is not a romantic partner, it's a familiar partner, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. But I feel like for you guys with the familial person, I feel like the turmoil has been longer. It has been longer. Maybe all the way into childhood. I feel like the turmoil with familiar has been longer. But if it's a romantic relationship, this last year, this from January up until now, has like your relationship has just been. It's like no matter what you guys have tried, it's just not working. It's just not working. And I don't feel like there's like a lot of arguments. I just feel like people have grown apart. Is what we grew apart type of situation. And the next card I have for you guys is the Ten of Wands. And again, the 10 is the completion. And the wand holds the element of fire and inspires creativity. And if you notice, the person holding the wands, they're like pushing and they're holding them. And they're like, I'm going to get to where I'm going. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. That just because this situation has ended doesn't mean that it's going to stop your progress. If anything, this is going to enhance your progress. But for right now, you just need to worry about healing the loss of this relationship, and then you can move on. But this is like a little bit of light right here to let you know that this is a part of your past. The loss of this relationship is a part of your past, and it's okay. It's okay, and you just need to work on the healing. And that Spirit is going to be there to guide you. Spirit is going to be there to bless you with some finances so you don't have to worry about that. So you can just focus on healing. And the last card I have is the Nine of Wands. And 9 is about fruition. And if you notice, so you see him like holding a wand, but you see all the wands back here are planted. And even though he's a little bruised up, it's like he got all his wands planted. He got all his wands planted. They can grow and do whatever they need to do. And it goes with the 10 of wands. These two go together. And this is Spirit saying that this situation is part of the foundation of what's coming next. And all you need to be concerned about is healing. Don't move too quickly out of this despair phase. They want you to recognize your emotions and deal with them and see them, because this is very important. I feel, and especially with this particular, this is a very important relationship to heal from. Because it's going to lead to something else. So whether it's going to lead to another relationship, because especially for those in a romantic thing, healing from this is important. It's so important because it's going to lead to another relationship that's going to be better than this one. And for those of you with the familial person, it's going to heal that relationship. And the thing is, they're saying when that relationship heals, the entire family heals. So it's like you kind of hold the cards to that. So that's why they're like, healing for you, group 2, is definitely your word of the week. Meditation, prayer, journaling, anything that you can do, therapy if possible, or talking to a spiritual counselor, anything in the realms of the healing arts is what you guys need to be focused on this week. So I really hope that helped you, group 2. I really hope that resonated. Please like and comment below and let me know how this reading resonated with you. If you have any suggestions on the channel, that'd be awesome too. If you like to book a personal private reading with me, the website is right there. There's also a link in the description box. There's also a link to all my other social media channels so we can get together and congregate there, because I also post on Instagram and Facebook. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye. Hi, group 3. Thanks for joining me. If you chose the pile 3, then you were attracted to the rhodonite stone, and it's like gray, but it has all this pink in it. I really love it. It's kind of, I think, for me, it feels like rocker chick, and that's how I describe myself sometimes. So, but it's a projective stone. It's ruled by the planet Mars and the element of fire. This is a stone. It's carried for its very peacefulness, and it also helps release fear. So let's get into it, group 3, and see what Spirit has for you guys. I feel, right off bat, I feel like there's been a lot of changes happening here. There's been some growth that happens. There's been some growth. The first card I have for you guys, group 3, is the Change Your Life card. And it says, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. So I feel like this is about a change in environment for a lot of you guys, whether you're thinking about moving locally or far. Like I just really feel like you guys are contemplating major changes, and it's environmental. So whether it's leaving the work environment that you're in or the home environment that you're in, it's you're working on leaving a particular environment. Is what I'm getting. But I also feel like the actions aren't matching the dreams, which is why we have that whole break free from procrastination. Because I feel like you want it really bad, but if the universe was just going by your heart, you want it really bad, right? But the universe has to go by your actions too, and your actions saying, I kind of want it. I don't really know. But your heart is like, you want this. And I feel like that's kind of been a little bit of a battle. So that's something you guys need to work on this week, group 3. The next card I have for you guys is the 7 of Ariel. And the 7s are all about faith. And I feel like that's kind of why the procrastination has been happening. That you guys kind of can't, because you can't see how it's going to come to fruition. That you're just like, ugh. And it says, you have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for the next endeavor. So the things that you've worked on that have already come to harvest itself, like, that's fine. But Spirit is like, you can't stop there. You have to work on what's next. What's next? Now that you have this, and this, you need to start working on what's next. And I kind of get the feeling that some of you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, when can I have a break?" The break will come, but right now it's for anyone watching group 3. This is a working season for you. This is a building season for you. And when the building season is over, then you can rest. But for right now, this is a building season. You just gotta keep it going. So we moving on up here because we have the 8 of Ariel, and 8s are about change. And I feel like a lot of change needs to happen here because the foundation or what you're laying down is going to take you to a different type of life. The wanting of this change of environment is going to take you to a different type of lifestyle. And it says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education and training. Yes, 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 yes about the education part, especially for my group threes. Whatever this is, this change of environment that you want, whether it's living or work environment that you want, both require more education. If it's moving and you're renting and you want to now buy, you need to go read some books, take some classes before you just jump out there. If you're moving to a different state or a different location, more research and learning needs to be done. Like the universe is like you need it. No, it's not break time yet. It's not break time yet. Cause even like they start planning for what's next. Start planning for what's next. You have to start planning for what's next because it's gonna come. And that's like literally, that's what literally Spirit is saying. That's why you need to be on your toes, group three. I feel like you guys I feel like you've been like slowly jogging. And the universe is kind of behind you, like, speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up. We got some more work to do. And you just like, I just want to break for a little bit, but I'm still moving. I'm just not moving like I was a couple miles ago. And Spirit is like, no, you can't. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. And the next card I have for you guys is the decision card here. And it says, release yourself from which holds you back. I need to detox unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. And I feel like this lack of self-confidence comes from people. I feel like, because they're saying that you've heard repetitively or you've heard from either one or two people that either you're not good enough or you're not doing enough or your idea is crazy or you're just like, don't listen to the naysayers, because the only reason they are naysayers is because you are doing something outside of their wheelhouse. You are doing something that they are afraid to do, so they're going to talk you out of doing it so they don't feel bad about not doing it themselves. And Spirit is like, ignore those people because you are great in your own right. Okay? And the next card I have for you guys is the discontent card. There's some unhappiness going on here. And that's why they're telling you to don't slow down. Don't slow down and get content, because how you gonna get content in a situation you're not completely happy in? Like, again, this is about environment. So the work environment, the home environment, either one, you're not completely happy in either one or both. Maybe for a couple of you, or maybe both. But they're saying it's one or the other. It's probably 3% of you where it's both. You're trying to change house and work at the same time. But for the majority of you, it's one or the other. You're trying to change your work environment or you're trying to change your home environment. And that's why they're like, if you're discontent, why are you slowing down? We know you need a breath, but we got you. Just go. That's why Spirit is like, bravado, warrior guys. Your warrior guys are literally behind you, trying to get you to keep up. They try and get you, don't slow down now. You only got a little bit more to go, is what they say. You only have a little bit more to go to obtain your goal. But I feel like you guys need to clarify your goal for some of you guys. Like, if all right, they're telling me for those of you where this is about a change of work environment, there needs to be some clarification, because you can't just say I want a new job. You have to be extremely clear about what I always tell people is my advice, especially if you're like first starting out with this whole manifestation thing. And this was easy for me when I first started, is if you're trying to leave your job, and when you're leaving, it's for reasons why, and most of the time it's not just money. So write a list of all the things you don't like about where you work at. Then, after you write a list, you write another list of the opposite of those things. So if you don't like working 9 to 5, then you say, I am happy and grateful for a job where I have flexibility. It just like that. Like you need to be more clear. Use this throat chakra. You need to be more clear on what it is that you want. If it's a home environment, you need to be more clear about what neighborhood you want to live in. If you want to live close to a park or a school, you need to be extremely clear about that. Extremely clear, because whatever it is, like you can be as detailed as you want to be. Because just think of the universe as like your own personal genie bottle. And this particular reading for you, group 3, they are literally saying they want to hear your wishes so they can fulfill them. And they need you to get clear on this environment change that you're trying to make right now. So the next card I have for you guys is the Ace of Cups. And this is about potential here. And this is compassion, intimacy. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, whether it's whether the changing environment is for work or for home, this has a lot to do with how you want to feel, if that makes sense. Like, you don't, whatever this negative, if it's work, whatever this negative feeling it is when you walk in a building, you want to get rid of that. And if it's home, same thing. I feel like some of you have saged and saged and saged, and you just cannot get rid of all of the juju, and especially if you live in an apartment, because sometimes, come through the walls, and I feel like you just like, it's time for me to go, and it's potential. I feel like this is a faith card for you guys. This is about, again, going back to this whole communication, being intimate with God and your spirit guides, and having these open conversations about these things that you want, because there's potential in there, and I feel like a lot of you need to believe in something greater. And then the next card I have is the Moon in reverse, and this the Moon is about illusion and fear, and again the procrastination card. I feel like the procrastination card has a lot to do with fear of the unknown. You want these changes in environment, but you fear what you don't know. You fear that you might fail when you get there, especially if it's a new job, or if it's a new house. You fear that moving to a different neighborhood might be a mistake. Like, it's like you want it, but you fear it at the same time. It's only because it's the unknown. And like, literally, right in this reading right here, Spirit is like, you have nothing to fear. This decision that you came to was not by accident. That's exactly why they're telling you, don't slow down. You're almost there. You're almost there. And the next card I have is the Four of Pentacles, right side up. And this is about stability and security. And I feel like going back to this whole fear thing with the Moon card, I feel like once you release this fear of the unknown, it's nothing but stability from that point on. Like, I feel like the universe is literally waiting for you guys to release the fear. Get up, stop procrastinating, and just do a little bit more work. It's about visualization and all of these other things, but you still have to do some work. You still have to do something. Like, the universe needs to see you doing something in the progression of this matter. If you want to move, start packing. Whether you find a place or whether you have an actual place, just start packing. Let the universe know you are serious. The more serious you are, the more opportunities they bring your way. And I feel like for you guys, group 3, this is more about a faith and belief thing than anything else. I feel like you really need to believe in what you cannot see, and you need to believe in the unknown and know that this intention that you set, because you set this intention about moving job or moving house. You set this intention. So now that you set this intention, you need to believe it's going to come through. And not only do you need to believe that it's going to come through, but you need to get off your butt and start doing something and act like you want it to come through. So that was your reading, group 3. Get off your butt. I hope that resonated with you guys. Please like and comment below and let me know if it did. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and you can hit the bell so you can get notifications when I post new videos like this one. I appreciate you for watching today. If you would like to book a personal private reading, there is the website right there. There's also a link in the description box, as well as links to my other social media channels so we can congregate there. I really appreciate you guys for checking out Crystal Goddess Intuitive today. My name is Nerine. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.